We're gonna relax today. This one seems pretty easy. So, welcome to another episode of Getting Baked. We have spun the wheel of fate, and today on Getting Baked, we are making Italian rainbow cookies. They're these little, not really cookies, but kind of these dense 3-layer cake, kind of almond flavored. I know we dealt with almond in the macaron episode, but I'm a little more welcoming it to this time since, it won't hold my family hostage and, beat me down into a pulp by the end of the day. So I prepped all the ingredients ahead of time again, just to leave no room for error. And in this medium bowl here, I've already put flour and salt. It's about 2 cups of flour and a half a teaspoon of salt. No sifting this time. Thank God I don't have to spend a lot of time on that, so it makes it a lot easier. And then in this big bowl, we have this thing right here. And you may ask, what is this? I'm not putting sausage in this dish. This is not sausage, this is not hot dog. This is almond paste. Not to be confused with like a almond filling you put in like a almond croissant. This is just something you put in a baked good. This like goes with the wet ingredients in a flour. And it just comes in this big glizzy package right here. It says to break it up with a fork because it is a very thick kind of thing. It's just all kind of sticking together. Let me see. It says to use your hands in the recipe. So I'm gonna break it up with my hand. And I think once we get all the wet ingredients in there and kind of get it all mashed up with whatchamacallit, with the hand mixer, we're golden. So I'm just gonna try to get this out into pieces relatively quickly. All right, there we go. My hands are sticky, but we got something good there, thankfully. So you have to add one and a half cups of butter. I only have 2 here, so I'm gonna put this in the microwave just to kind of get to room temperature. And then I'm just gonna throw these in there for now. Okay. So there, 1 cup, 1.5, each are half a cup. Another half cup. And the 3rd cup of butter. It's a little too melty. Sorry. We're gonna throw the egg yolks in there. And then big old thing of sugar right here. And now we just gotta beat it until light and fluffy. So you know what we do when we have to kind of beat things for a while. Editing, Andrew, please speed it up. I forgot to put a little almond extract into there, so it's just kind of teaspoon. I'm just gonna. This is very potent, so I'm just gonna. There. That seems good enough. And now we have to add the flour and the salt mixture here, and then add it a third at a time. So we're gonna. That seems good. And just beat it back up. So from all that, we have this very thick, almost cookie dough like mixture. It's very buttery and almondy. Now, you're wondering, we put egg yolks in there. Are we gonna do anything with the egg whites? Yes, we are. And I'm having these war flashbacks again. And we have to whip the egg whites and incorporate it into here to make it kind of a thinner cake-ish type batter. There are egg whites here. That's 4 egg whites. Just get all that in there. And our trusty friend that I learned helped a lot last time, the cream of tartar. So I'm just gonna do a little dash of cream of tartar just to help out with the whipping, and then let's whip it. We are at a somewhat of a peak stage, but I've been at this for like 2 minutes and it's not getting to a stiff peak. So I'm gonna go for like 5 minutes. I don't want to overbeat these egg whites, and then we're gonna just incorporate it into here and do what we can do. Okay, this seems like somewhat of a stiff peak, so we'll stick with that. We have to incorporate the egg white into the batter. So we get this, and then we're just gonna do some folding here, a little bit at a time, and hopefully this will thin out this almond butter flour batter here. That seems fully incorporated. It's kind of a thick cake batter consistency now. And now we have to separate this into 3. I know this is like the 3rd episode in a row where we're separating things into 3 flavors, but luckily it's not really flavors, it's just kind of coloring. My favorite, with red and green dye, and then that's how it gets that rainbow kind of pretty look there. So let's get to that. Main batter here, and I upgraded. No water food coloring anymore, I have gel. So beautiful red 40 and green, which I think is made out of blue, yellow 3 and blue something, blue 10. I don't know the thing, but more artificial colors that people don't seem to like, but I am a fan. This seems evenly distributed. I'm gonna get separate forks to incorporate the colors into both, just so I don't mix into each of them. So I'm gonna do squeeze of red into that one. I heard these are super concentrated, so I'll try not to add too much. And then green into that one, but we'll add as we go along. Let's get that red in there, and that's kind of incorporating really fucking nice. It's kind of a dusty pink right now. It's definitely more like a pink in everything I've seen, because you know we're dealing with a light colored batter here. Now I'm hoping the green will incorporate a little bit better with less, and it's definitely doing that. This reminds me of, I haven't used green food coloring in like ever. I think we would have like in elementary school like Dr. Seuss Day, and they used to literally make in the cafeteria green eggs and ham. We'd have like green scrambled eggs, which, thinking about it a little bit, it's a little gross, but also at the same time, kind of cool. I'm gonna add like a tad bit more, and we'll see what happens. I feel like it's not doing too much, so we'll stick with it as it is. That red is like really like fluorescent, like pink. So, and then we have the yellow here. Regular cake, just untouched. So I lined 3 baking trays with parchment. These are bigger than they say, but this is all I have. This is technically going off recipe, but I'm not buying new smaller pans just for this recipe. This is the best I can do without stretching them too thin and making them tiny. So that is the yellow cake batter on there. Hopefully that cooks out in the way I want it to. Put that off to the side for now. And now let's do green. Also another thing, the almond paste didn't exactly fully incorporate into this batter like I expected it to. There's these like big chunks. I was watching Preppy Kitchen make this, and he said that's fine, so I'm gonna take that as fine. That looks good, and it matches the side for the other one. Okay, so the red one now, or pink, it feels somewhat less than the other ones. Maybe I kind of undershot the amount that has to go on here. We have red / pink all done. And these are gonna go into a 350-degree oven, which I preheated already, thank God, for 10 minutes. And then I gotta rotate them you know, like halfway through, and wish me luck. Hopefully they turn into those nice, like, little thin cakes. It's been a little over 10 minutes. I checked on them halfway to rotate them. Even at the 10-minute mark too, they didn't seem fully baked through, so I left them in a little bit longer. So yeah, you can probably see something weird happened here. It's a little, let's call it toasty. I waited about 45 minutes and they were cooled off, and then I checked on them, and then they were a little underbaked. The yellow cake is absolutely perfect, but the colored ones, yeah, not too great. But hopefully once everything is layered, with the chocolate on top, it won't be a problem. So here's the plan. I'm going to take this off of here, and I'm going to be very bold and do a flip like that. Oh my god, I forgot. We have to put jelly or preserves in between the middle of the of the things. I had it ready to go too. I was so in it. Put that on top. Right, we're gonna do that. And hopefully it sticks. Right. Now it went the other way. Oh, that's so much fun. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna very delicately pick this up. Oh, that's perfect. And put this back over here. I don't want to strain the jam for the raspberry preserves, so I'm just gonna use apricot. I like apricot. I think it goes well with chocolate too. Frankly, I just don't want the taste of raspberry chocolate again after those macaroons. So we're gonna spread a thin layer on top of this part here. So got that on there. And now we can do this. Once again, very boldly, just try to, it's cracking a lot. There. Okay, sure. And then now another layer of jam between this. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So now the top layer, that little piece just fell off there. 1, 2, and then it's cracking. I'm going to cut around the predicted size. This is all the scrap. I don't want to waste this. So I'll put this off to the side, and once the episode's over, I'll figure out what to do with it. These are so good though. I gotta stop eating these. These are gonna rest in the fridge to set together for about an hour. And then we get to the chocolate, and then we're done. So the layers have cooled off in the fridge, and you know, it's a little imperfect, but I'll take what I can get. It's not the worst thing in the world. So I've melted some chocolate in the microwave. We got a good layer there. Now we just have to spread it on top and let that do one final set. We cut them and we're good. I'm gonna use this offset spatula here. Just kind of spread it all on the top. This is gonna be a thick ass layer of chocolate, but I'm not complaining. Dear Deli, I don't know if you do sponsorships, but I think it would be very cool if you sponsored an episode of Getting Baked. So I'm just gonna get my fork here and then just do like a little wavy design type deal just across the. Alright, that's something. I don't see it in too many pictures, but these are my rainbow cookies. So I want them to look cute. So I got these star sprinkles here that I want to use and just put on top. And we're just gonna, you know, they're almost gonna make them look like cosmic brownies, I think. But sprinkle never hurt anyone. I think it adds, you know, a little good, nice crunch and texture. And I'm sorry to any Italian grandmas who might be mad at this. That looks really, really fucking cute. So these are gonna go back in the fridge, I'd say for about another hour. And then we cut and then we try. Out of the fridge, we're looking nice. I'll say it's a little messy, obviously, because of all the chocolate, but got my big boy serrated knife here. Thank you, Cuisinart. Well, not thank you, I bought it myself. But we're gonna cut these up. I'm happy with this. I am very, very happy with this. This is so much more than I could have expected. You have those beautiful layers right there. Very visible and distinct. You have the jam kind of seeping through the middle there. And the nice chocolate on top, the nice sprinkles. I'm gonna arrange these on a plate real quick. These look pretty damn beautiful if I say so myself. Now all we have to do is just wait for our guests to get here and we'll have our taste test. Today's guest on Getting Baked is someone I've known for a very long time. And I like to call him up over here. My wonderful dad, father. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm excited.
These are Italian rainbow cookies. How do you think they look?
The presentation looks great.
Yeah?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
This is one of the easier things I had to make on the show.
Okay.
So it wasn't too bad. So I have these over here that we can try.
Okay.
There you go.
Great.
All right.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. Let's go. Initial thoughts.
Crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the sweetness is kind of like the end. Now and then I'm tasting like does each layer have like a different taste?
It's just
Okay.
each layer is the same. There's almond paste in them.
Okay.
And then almond extract as well. But between the layers, very thin thing of apricot preserves.
So as I bite through it, I can taste the almond and then the jam.
It comes through in waves, right?
Right, it does. That's exactly what I was going to say.
But it's very almond forward.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to be a little bit, I guess, thicker and cakier. I had an issue of the cake pans or the pans that we have are not are too big. They're supposed to go in a 9x13, like a smaller pan. So I just had to spread them out in the middle of the pan. But yeah, so
they're delicious actually.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as you bite down, you're right. You can each layer you can taste the almond and the jam. It's really, really good. Excellent job.
That's amazing. I'll take that.
All right.
This was an easy one for me to do today.
Good job.
And I didn't perish like the macarons.
No, well, yeah. Obviously, it took you a little bit less time, but you live and learn. So the Italian one was easier than the French one.
Than the French one.
There you go.
All right.
Excellent.
Thank you for getting baked with me today.
Sounds great, son. Anytime. I'll always pitch in and eat your food.
Yes.
All right.
You live here, so you're an easy guest to be on the show whenever you want.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Bye. This was a redemption episode for me. We got the almond dessert, we got the European dessert, we got the whipped egg whites, we got the chocolate in there, we got the flavors, the colors, all of that. It was so hard to make that macaron last episode, but this was special. And I like it better too. This tasted so much better for me. I don't know why. But yeah. Like and subscribe. Every like, every subscribe makes me a better baker at the end of the day. And comment. Comment and let me know what I could have done better this time around, or what I can improve on. If you have any tips or baking tricks, it is greatly appreciated. And I will see you all in the next episode of Getting Baked. Good night.